In today's metals markets, let's take a look at silver futures today as they're realizing a nice move higher. We're seeing them up just under 2%, about 175 basis points, or 1.75% currently. And we're looking at the futures market right around 26.525 currently, and that's the highest level for silver futures in 11 trading sessions. So a little over 2 weeks to see silver futures trading back into this range after they did realize some selling pressure the last couple of weeks. And I think when you look at today, why we're seeing a bit of a bid here coming back into the market, I think a couple things. The U.S. jobs number, one of the driving factors, as we did get a number that was viewed in some eyes as a Goldilocks number, I guess, in certain respects. An interesting number nonetheless, as the job creation was larger than expected, but the job rate, the unemployment rate actually ticked higher, and the wage inflation numbers ticked lower. So reaction in the markets are such that the dollar's trending a little bit lower today, and we are seeing the metals catching a bit of a bid, with the silver outpacing gold today, at least through midday through the session. And I also want to point out that when you look at silver now trading up to 2-week highs, I think you're seeing, again, a bit of a showing of positions ahead of the long weekend, as, again, I think you're seeing a recovering of potential positions here, as we do have the 3-day weekend. And, the trend, at least for the short term, has shifted a little bit higher. Now, looking at the metals markets as a whole, we are seeing silver and gold higher on the session today, with silver up much more than gold, at least in today's price action. Gold up about 40 basis points, or just under 0.5%, with silver, as I mentioned, up about 1.75% on the session. And when you look at the reaction, though, it is interesting. We did see gold actually significantly higher earlier in the session, then backing off. And I think it was in reaction to that jobs data that was reported this morning. But still, gold futures still higher on the session, but off their highs of the session, where silver futures are holding up near their highs for today's price action.